Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another special, extraordinary episode of the Zan Talk Podcast with your host, Mr. Zan Cromati. And today, I'm sorry I haven't did one about like 3 months, but we gonna get back on it. Today, I have a extraordinary guy. His name is the one and only Jason McDaniel.
Yep, and I'm really glad to be on this podcast with you, Zan, and yeah, I'm really thrilled to be here.
All right, man. It's an honor having you on here, man. I couldn't wait to do it with you. So without further ado, man, the first question is, man, let's give a little background about you. Let's let the little listeners, the viewers, hear about you, man. Jason McDaniel. Where are you from, man?
So I live in St. Augustine, but I was originally born in Missouri, and I moved to Florida when I was 3 years old.
All right, all right. So you a Missouri boy. That's what you're saying.
Yep.
You are a Missouri boy. That is good. That is good. Man, how old are you?
I'm 15. I'm about to be 16 in a month.
All right, man. Up there, you'll be up there with me.
Yep.
You currently attend a school, man?
Yeah, I attend FSDV, Florida School for Deaf and Blind, same school as you, Zan.
Yes, sir, man. It's a great school. Uh, what is your favorite hobbies, man?
Uh, well, I really like to create music, and um, yeah, and another one of my favorite hobbies is working out.
Yeah, didn't you also say you like the code too?
Yeah, that too. I actually haven't been doing a lot of coding though lately.
Yeah. Yep.
I've been more focused on my music.
So about the
We'll
music
get to.
thing, man. Like we already know. I already know that you create great music, man. Let's let the listeners know. What's your favorite genre of music you listen to or create?
Well, when we're talking about creating, um, I really like to. Uh, I'm not one of those artists that likes to stick to one genre. I really am a guy that likes to think outside the box. So I create multiple genres. I started like in the chill genre with like my first couple songs. Then I really started branching out. The genres I create now range from like techno to rock to metal to boss fight to uh, concert band to ambient techno. And ambient techno is like a genre I created
Right.
myself, and chill, and yeah. So I create all different genres. When it comes to genres of music that I listen to a lot of metal and electronic stuff. But lately, I've actually been branching out, especially in like the electronic genres. I've been listening to a lot of synthwave and chill stuff, and yeah.
But that's good, man. What inspired you to make those that music? What inspired you to do this stuff you do?
So I've always been in love with music, but um I just never really liked to make it, but I did always like it, um and I kind of from like 2 years ago I kind of had this idea of this song, but I never really knew how to make it into a song. Um but eventually I was working out one day and I just had this thought in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna make this into a song. And I did, and it was my first song. It wasn't really that good. It wasn't really the way it was supposed to sound, but I eventually remastered that song, and it sounded the way that it was intended to sound in my head originally. And for you guys that don't know, I'm actually perfect pitch too.
Perfect pitch. When you say perfect pitch, what you mean by that?
So what I mean by perfect pitch is if you tell me like any note, I can immediately name it.
Okay. Let's name out some notes real quick. E flat.
So yeah, the E flat sounds like do.
Do you know the E flat major scale?
Yep. Do 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 do. Yep.
Yeah, I know that. I love them major scales, man. Like that's like, and then an octave above E flat is E major. That goes down 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 down.
Yeah. Well, I found out. So here's how I actually found out I was perfect pitch. Like, um, I was taking guitar lessons once. I think I was like 7 or 8, and
Right.
I was, really grasping the music well. And I actually did stop guitar because I just thought it was more difficult, and I moved on to other things. But I was really grasping like the notes well, and the teacher was like, "Tell me a note," and I told him like he played the note, and I told him what the note is, and he told me that I was perfect pitch.
Perfect pitch, man. Yeah, man. What's your favorite scale, man?
Well, I don't really have a particular favorite scale, but I do have some keys that I really like. I really like B, and I really like C sharp. F sharp's a really good key too. But a lot of time, like in a lot of my music, especially like the techno, I use a lot of um, non really major minor scales. I'll use like harmonic minor or
Yeah.
Mixolydian or Klezmer, which is different,
Yeah.
but it
My
makes the music sound cooler.
my favorite key, as I meant to say, is either E flat major, C sharp major. Um, I
B
say B.
major is really cool too.
Yeah, B flat major. Um, I'm starting to like D major, and yeah, man, that's pretty much my keys. So, man, was this your idea to come up with this idea of creating this techno type of music you make? This um what you call it? It's right there in my head. Well, like, was it this was your idea, right?
Yeah, I just decided I'm like I wanted to just start trying this out and starting to make music. And speaking of techno, um the first techno song I made, which is actually one of the awesome songs, and it's the song that everyone knows me for, and it's called Hardcore Techno Workout. If you haven't listened to it, you should go on my YouTube channel. It's Jason McDaniel.
Right.
So JASEN space McDaniel, and go check out my music. I also post other stuff on there too.
Yeah. Hey, I want to let the listeners, hear a sample of like one of your songs. You have one of those up?
Yeah, so I could show about I'm probably gonna show about
Yeah.
four samples. So I have them on my phone here. Let me just go to voice memo. We're gonna show you a techno song, a rock song, a chill song, and an ambient techno song, which is the genre I created.
All right.
So the chill song sample we're going to show you is Couch.
I like this.
I'm just finding it. There it is. This was my second song.
Right.
So yeah, this song is really what it's meant for. It's when
Right.
chilling out, just chilling on a couch, you know?
Couch.
Couch.
Couch. Yeah, man. I heard that. Man, I was really into it, man. I say, man, I like this dude's style of music, man, because you know, it's kind of music kind of you never heard before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
And
sample.
and just let y'all know that's a C-sharp.
Yeah, that's C#.
C-sharp. What's the second sample you got for us, Mr. McDaniel?
All right, so the second sample I got for y'all is it's a techno song. It's called Hardcore Techno Workout.
Hardcore techno workout.
And this is the hit that everyone knows me for.
Hardcore techno workout.
So yeah, that's Hardcore Techno Workout.
Yep.
All right, so um, the third sample I'm going to show you guys is um, going to be a metal song. Let me find it. It's called Boot Camp.
Boot camp. Another one I like right now.
Yep.
Wake up! You're a military boot camp! Boot camp! You want to be in the military? Boot camp! You gotta be fit and be trained. So, to extra boot. Big, you up, motherfucking mouth. And you want to do that? Then go on one. Come on. Besides, wake up there. You're not fair enough. You are not tough enough. Boot camp! Get the fuck up! Boot camp! Shut the fuck up! Boot camp! Shut the fuck up! What the fuck up? You're a military boot camp! Boot camp! Get the fuck up! Boot camp! Shut the fuck up! Boot camp! Shut the fuck up! Wake up! You're a military boot camp!
So yeah, that's Boot Camp.
Boot camp for you, yes sir.
Boot Camp. And the last song I'm going to show is uh, is a song that is ambient techno. So that's the genre I made up, and it's called Pool. Time to go swimming.
Time to go swimming. Take these listeners for a swim.
Yep.
Going to the pool. Swimming. Get your stuff. Going to chill out at the pool. Going to the pool. Gonna go swimming. Now, get your stuff. Relaxing at the pool.
Oops, I accidentally started recording. Yeah, that is a sample of Pool, and that is all the samples I'm showing you today. So,
Yeah, man, that's some music, you know, nobody knows about really, man. And, you just showed all that to him, man, and that music I ain't never heard before, but then until you showed it to me, I said, yeah, man, that's some cool music right there. That's
yeah,
some cool music that boy made right now.
yeah, my music is very underground.
Yeah, no, I like that. What's the song I really really like? Wasn't it Couch? I think it was Couch.
Yeah, it was Couch.
Yeah, man.
You also like a hardcore techno workout.
Hardcore techno workout. I like Carpeted Bathroom. But we didn't hear that. But
Yeah, carpeted bathroom's really cool.
yeah, I mean, yeah, man. The songs you make, man, is pretty awesome, pretty amazing, man. You ever see yourself on stage one of these days performing them?
Um, I did actually talk about it with like one of my friends, and I mean, I could see myself doing it, but also at the same time, it would for me, it would really be very hard because I'm not like a rock band that just focus on one genre and set up bass and drums
Right.
and all that stuff. I do multiple genres, and also too, I also record in GarageBand, and um, unless I had like a very, very like complex setup, I couldn't really um, do multiple like all the parts like at the same time. That just wouldn't really work
Yeah.
unless I have multiple people or like a very complex setup to
Right.
work with.
Yeah, man. I can see you one of these days. Going across the world showing them people that. I mean, it'll be kind of cool for them to see what type of music you working with because they don't know some about that right there.
No, especially like ambient techno. That's the new genre because I created it.
He created it. He created that new genre,
Just like
ambient tech,
burning cool.
ambient techno, and I'm gonna put them links down there in the descriptions.
Yeah, put the link for my channel.
Channel down in the description, so they can really see what you're working with.
Yep, and I also don't just post music. I do post other videos on there too. So
Right.
go check out my other stuff too.
Yeah, because I mean I just did a video on Monday.
Yep.
Um, I did a motivational video. I did that one with Ethan Rieger. He was on here on episode 11 on the last episode.
That was like 3 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 3 months ago. I ain't been on here since, man. But I'm back on here with the good old Jason McDaniel, man. And we discussed about some music. My favorite genres of music is like R&B and soul music, R&B. Yeah, that's rhythm and blues. Um, I listen to a little hip hop here and there. The hip hop these days don't got crazy. I listen to Christian. It gotta have that Christian in you at all times, man. And yeah, man, that's the type I work with. But
And there's also some Christian metal bands too.
Christian metal bands, I never knew that.
Yeah. Um, there's like I think four today, and forgetting some of the other ones, but they're like metalcore bands. They're like Christian metalcore bands.
Yeah.
Pretty.
So those my favorite genre. I listen to a little rock. I listen to a little metal. Not a whole lot of it. If I'm around Jason, though, yeah, I'm listening to that.
Yeah. And yeah, if you know me, I listen to a lot of metal. I listen to a lot of techno and electronic stuff, and I also um listen to like a lot of experimental stuff. And yeah, I like all kinds of music, man. It's except for like maybe a couple genres, but I like listening to all kinds of music.
Yeah, man, music is a great thing. It's a powerful thing to have in this world around here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually did make a short. I was like, I don't
sure.
know if you saw it or not, but I did make a short. I don't know when it was. It was like a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I was like, I titled that short. I'm like, what would the world be like without music? And I said, it would not be fun at all. It would be boring.
Born, no music, no nothing, man. Like, and there's different types of music that coming out these days. I don't know what kind of music we'll have like in 5 or 10 years, man. But
Yeah, and also like yeah, you have all the mainstream genres of music, but if you look really underground, there's some music that I don't even know about. Like there's so much music out there.
yeah, I mean, it's so much out here to experiment and experience in the world. So much music out here, and especially blind people love music too. Cause man, I love my music, man. I couldn't go days without my music, man. I cry.
Me too. I don't know if I've ever like in my lifetime. I don't know if I've ever been like more than a week without music.
Yeah, that goes for me too, man. And you know, it's fun, man. It's fun to listen to, especially different genres. You don't know what kind of genres you gonna hear until you listen to music. You always gotta have that music in you. You always gotta be alert at all times, man.
Yeah, it's just a really fun experience, especially the good stuff.
Yeah,
It's so fun to listen to.
because you might never know when you're gonna ever listen to music again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then but sometimes like the stuff is good, but sometimes if you try to listen to it again, it just doesn't feel like the same as when you first listened to it. You know?
Yeah, I get them same feelings too. Some music or some songs you really was into because you like that type of song or music, but then stop listening to it for like a while. And then you go try to go back on it, trying to listen back to what you was listening to before. It just don't feel the same, don't sound the same. It don't give you the same vibes, the same feeling. I don't know why.
And speaking of vibes and feelings when it comes to music, though, um, have you ever had that time, um, like I've listened to like certain music like in a certain like time period of my life, and um, and it's for some reason I don't listen to that music for a while, and then I go back and listen to that music, and even if the time period itself doesn't really have to do with anything like with what the music's actually talking about,
Right.
it's you could still like picture that time period, and
Yeah,
you could still picture the smells and sounds and stuff. I don't know if you've ever had that happen.
I have the memories. It brings back
Yeah.
those memories.
And it seems like music is the only medium that can do that.
Yep.
I've
Yep.
never found any other medium that can do that.
That's why I say, man, music is so powerful, especially the different types, because it's fun to listen to. That's all I can say. It's just fun to experience, fun to create music. I remember I used to create music, but I now create motivational videos and stuff like that. Y'all, if y'all the ones who the listeners and viewers who be on this podcast, man, y'all the one who some of y'all subscribe to the channel probably. But yeah, man,
Yep, I'm subscribed to your channel.
yeah, and you know I just make that because you especially you can't have you can't go without motivation either. So that's why one of the main reasons I created because I'm not doing it for me. I'm just doing it for in general for everyone to hear. You know, it's called spreading that doggone word. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and some of these videos have kind of, helped me with my music and stuff, and
Yeah.
helped me kind of get ideas for my and not just for my music, but for my life in general, like my sports and school and
Yeah. Like do the stuff you would want to do, man. It.
yeah,
I mean, if you don't want to do a certain thing, you don't want to do. I mean, nobody can force you because that's not right to force somebody to do something they don't want to do. But
yeah, but sometimes you should just take the challenge and see what it brings you.
yeah, that's why I be trying to figure out. You know, I be trying to fight that. I don't want to do it, but then you don't know the benefits it's gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes you're so here's the thing is that sometimes you're so autopilot that you just forget about like the benefits and you're not alert enough because your life in that moment is just on autopilot.
Right.
So you forget about sitting down and thinking about the benefits that it'll bring you unless you're sitting at home.
Yeah. So that's what I said, man. You keep on doing what you do, man. You keep on making that music. You keep on doing that good old experimental stuff.
Yep. And I already definitely have a lot more planned and stuff that is going to be really good. So go check out my channel um and keep watching my videos because I'll be updating you guys on my music and all that stuff. So
Yeah, man. Uh, um, no, as I'm gonna say before we get off of here, man. You know, it's a great experience to listen to Jason's music, to experience what
and everyone's music in general.
everyone's music, especially music and genres you have never heard before. It is great. It is awesome to do that type of stuff. Because if you don't do it, you don't know what's waiting for you. You don't know what you might like.
Yep. Just like I've really never thought I would like techno, but I got into it and then I started getting into the subgenres of it and then I really started liking this stuff.
Right.
And then once I got into that, I've always liked all kinds of music, but I was just always like metal, metal, metal. But um once I got into techno, it seemed like that's when I started to think outside the box again.
Think outside the box. Don't think in the box. You are that box. So yeah, man.
Yep.
That's what it's all about. It's thinking outside the box.
Yeah, don't stay in the box because I'll tell you, um, like those, especially like the mainstream people, they stay in the box and then they get burned out.
Yeah. So don't stick to one genre. But yeah, man, it was great having you on this podcast, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to be with you, man. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, man, it was great having you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap it up for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's recording. And also, I'm gonna put my quote in there. The playing field is level. The choice is yours to make. You can either make a good decision or a bad decision. It can either have a positive impact or a negative impact on you and the people around you. That's all I have to say.
Oh, and this episode will also be going on my YouTube channel because I
Right.
will screen record it.
But I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next go round. Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.